Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Gaming Fire with Lord PeteyTV, where we give you a little bit of a sneak peek of a little bit of information, I should say, of of not everything, but something that's going on in the gaming sphere right now. And these are the three biggest topics that I can think of. Now, first of all, please make sure you hit that subscribe button here, right? So you can see every time we have some more gaming news, we try to put it out twice a week with new information and things that are going on. Now, as for this week, we have three very interesting topics. The first topic I want to talk about is The Sims 4. Now, if you have ended up playing The Sims 4 before, you know that there's multiple different types of packs that come with it, new expansions, lots of DLC, a lot of things go on with The Sims. Now, this is about a new expansion. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about it is because I know myself and my wife are obsessed with playing it together. We end up taking turns, day for her, day for me. We kind of go back and forth. But this kind of put a new little interesting twist to it. Now, this is involving, it's called Sims4 for Rent. Now, what ends up happening with Sims4 for Rent is that you end up having to produce like a living building, and you can kind of elevate yourself higher than what you normally end up doing. You can end up inviting people to stay in certain rooms. There's lots of different aspects to this that is not something that we're used to seeing with Sims. Now, we had the type of apartment complexes where you can end up renting rooms and things like that, but you never ended up being a landlord. You can end up, producing the first floor to be, let's say, a restaurant, and then above you, you can end up having people end up staying for rent and so on and so forth. So it has a lot of different aspects to this game, and I think it is very interesting, and I think that it is something that should definitely be looked into if you're a Sims fan. Now, I know that I'm a Sims fan, I know my wife is a Sims fan. I'm hoping that we can end up speaking to EA to get a copy, so we can end up playing it, and we can end up putting some, some gameplay on for our other channel for everyone to kind of see. So thank you once again for taking a look at that. And the Sims community is changing, and from my understanding, Sims 5 is not too far around the corner, and it's supposed to have a lot of new different changes about it, and we're going to be talking about that when that comes out too. So we can only hope and see what's going to be happening there. Now, so the next thing I kind of want to talk about is this news that kind of came out a couple of days ago, and we're going to get more information about this on November 8th. Now, it's for people that know, there's this new company. It's called Fantastic Pixel Castle. This is being fronted by someone called Greg Street, who's also known as Ghostcrawler. If you are a really hardcore World of Warcraft fan, you would know that he was part of the World of Warcraft community back in the beginning through Vanilla, I think Burning Crusade, and I think Wrath. At least, maybe he went to Cataclysm after that. But what will say is that he is now the CEO of this company, and he is looking to produce a new epic AAA MMORPG. Now, right now, it is only being called Ghost, under, I guess, his name, and so we're kind of waiting to see where this is going to go. We'll have more information and news on this November 8th, when he kind of ends up bringing it out. But, he has worked with Riot, he's ended up working with, Blizzard Entertainment, so there's lots of these different type of aspects which is going to be melding into this game, and I'm really intrigued to see. If you end up going to fantasticpixelcastle.com, which is their website, you can actually see the roster of individuals that they are working with, between the artists, through the CEOs, through the CTO, all of those individuals. You can see the cast of people that are working behind the scenes to produce this game, and you're going to know that it's going to be something that's going to be high quality. And knowing Greg from his past when working with World of Warcraft, he does not take anything for granted. He literally will only do, he'll only take care of how should I word this? He's not a minimalist. He likes to take it all. So we got to he'll make sure he takes care of that properly. So yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see where that is going to go. Now, the last thing I kind of want to talk about is BlizzCon 2023. I am not going to do a crazy deep dive of information with this because everyone is producing deep dive information on it. Obviously, here we're only going to be giving you like a little bit of tidbits of news, so that are kind of the big highlights and things you're going to want to take a look at. So BlizzCon came out. They kind of told us multiple different things. One thing that is, Overwatch, they added a character. They put the new IP out, Warcraft Rumble. That is out now on iOS and Android devices. There's a new expansion coming out on Diablo 4. I'm trying to think of anything else that would pertain to this. World of Warcraft is, like I always say, my bread and butter. It is what I do and I love playing every day, hence why we have one channel pretty much dedicated to it. They ended up stating that there's going to be 3 more expansions. There's going to be, a lot more information coming out with that. New zones, new races, new everything with that. And that was being introduced by Chris Menson and, the other team members from the WoW community. Now, I could sit here and kind of nitpick individual things throughout the whole entire kind of opening ceremonies between everything that was happening. But I will say this. Oh, Hearthstone also, they're giving out more things there. I mean, there was so much information, but I will say that as a whole, the Blizzard community, one of the things that kind of really excelled was the first portion of that, and that was the bringing out of Phil Spencer, kind of explaining to everyone how the community has become for Blizzard, how Microsoft is going to be there, and they're going to fix their problems. As I've said before, and I've said it once and I'll say it again, Phil Spencer is a top-notch individual, and he is very respectable. He will never put himself in a position where people are going to say, Phil, what are you freaking doing? He is a very stand-up guy, really nice individual. I know a lot of people from the Iron Lords podcast team who I'm very close friends with have spoke with him face to face and are very close with Phil, and they've said that he is pretty much the person you think he is. He is a stand-up person, and I really hope one day that I end up meeting him. They end up knowing Mikey Barra also, who is, the person who's in charge of the whole entire Blizzard Entertainment side of things. And I hope to meet him too one day. And, because he's someone that is also, very stand up. And I know between the two of them, they're really going to help fix, the Activision past that it had. I'm not saying 100% was Activision, but that's what I'm hoping to see. So, so thank you all very much for stopping in, listening to us ramble and talk about, these new topics. As always, if you're looking to support the channel, please subscribe to us on twitch.tv. If you're looking to support us here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button here. We also, Sub2R has these amazing gamer glasses. If you ever end up wanting to get some gaming glasses that you really think are going to help you, there's 2 different types. I use them daily. I love them. They're amazing. I can't say anything bad about these. They help to really focus me up to a point where I can't say anything bad about them. Rogue energy drinks. If you end up looking to have some type of energy drink, that's what we end up using. You can use Lord PeteyTV at both of those locations as codes. And if you're looking to, use a code for somewhere else, by all means, tell me. Questions, comments, anything, please leave them below. I try to answer everything that comes through within, a couple of hours. I greatly appreciate and love everyone for, taking their time out of their day to listen to me ramble about a couple of games that, or important things that I see that are happening in the community. So thank you all very much. If you take a look at the channel Lord PeteyTV, there is going to be a lot of new updated information there. We're going to have lots of games that are coming out. We have, was it Gray Zone Warfare was just announced from Medfinger Games. We had some information there. So check it out. I mean, please subscribe there also. I can't tell you how much work and effort is being put out for all these new games. Fae Farm. I have what's it called? Spells and Sorcery, I think is another one. Spells and Secrets is another one that's in the pipe. So we have a lot of different things, and I think Embers Adrift is another one. I'm just trying to think of a couple of things. I'm just looking at my desk my desk for a lot of other things. So please go and check us out. For the King 2 is another one. So yeah, it's crazy how much we've been going and doing. So thank you all very much. I greatly appreciate it. Love you all. Dream big, keep gaming. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I will see you all soon with more news. All right, love you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.